you've presented the Gatorade Player of the Year award before in the past. What is that like for you to just kind of present and give an award that you've won in the past to some of young athletes, people of the future, the next generation?
Yeah, I think this was my third time doing it. So, and I feel like every single time is so special because it is like a full circle kind of moment. And it's just cool seeing and learning first about these young players that are coming up, and then also just about the hard work and their achievements and kind of the next generation. And then I think what the most special part of it is for me is just to see the like smile on their face and their team around them, and then also like kind of connecting with them as well and asking them some questions about and just like seeing where their mind is at. So I think, yeah, I think it's super special for multiple reasons.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine, especially for you who's already won the award, giving it out. It's got to be something special for sure. Take me back just when you won the award and what that was like, just being able to say you were among all of these legends that have won this award in the past. Just take me through that.
The one thing that stood out to me when I won it was just all the names that like is on the actual trophy, and then like your name then goes on that trophy too. And I think that that's just really cool is you're alongside some players that you have looked up to, and then it almost like motivated me even more to try and achieve my goals, and not want to stop or be done with anything. So
You and Kennedy, I feel like have a similarity that I think is like pretty glaring in the fact that she's leaving high school early. You skipped college to go professional. Do you think I kind of view you as maybe, do you think you're like a trailblazer in somewhat of kind of helping, young athletes? You basically set the standard to help these people pursue maybe their dreams earlier than they may have had in the past.
yeah, I think I would say Lindsay Horan was the first one to like actually go pro. But I mean, I was the first one. She went over to Europe, and I was the first one to go to the league here. So, um, yeah, I think that that's definitely, you could say that a trailblazer or whatever. And I've always said like everyone's journey is completely different. For me, I went to UCLA for like 3 months, a winter quarter, I think. And then there's you see other girls like Trin. I think she didn't even go to college. Like she just went straight out of high school. So yeah, you're seeing it a lot more, and which I think is great because also like it will grow the league. It is good for the players if they think that they're ready to compete against some of the best players in the world. I think that that's always like a challenge, and being challenged and stepping outside of your comfort zone is how you grow. So yeah, I think that it's definitely something you're starting to see a lot more, and it's exciting to see too.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely really exciting. Did you give any advice to Kennedy or anything that you specifically told her?
Well, I told her that they need a win. Her and her team need a win. I think she said they're going to Virginia, so it's like, okay, you guys have to go and win. But I also was like, you guys, I mean, you just have to work hard. Like I feel like it's so, like you hear it all the time, like work hard and you'll achieve your dreams or whatever. And it's, I mean, it really is true. Like I was raised in a household where you had to, like you had to, if you wanted something, you had to work for it. And that's how I was raised. And I think that's how the world kind of works. And especially as you work your way up in this league and in this country with women's soccer, there's a lot of really special players and a lot of talent out there. So the one thing that can always set you apart is how hard you're working.
I don't think there's a really good transition for this, but I just kind of wanted to transition to you, your career, what's going on with you right now. You've probably been asked this a lot, but just like, how are you doing post surgery and just all that?
Yeah, no, I'm doing good. Post surgery, it was a little rocky at first, and then I was able to kind of get my feet underneath me, and now it's basically like taking it day by day and just rehabbing my knee, and yeah, getting excited to watch the World Cup as well.
No, I can't imagine. Obviously, you've been through a lot of, trials and tribulations throughout your career. You're someone that I feel like has had a lot of expectations coming out of college where you didn't really go, but you came out of high school, really had a lot of expectations as a young athlete. How do you think a lot of these injuries or these trials and tribulations help you prepare to kind of tackle a challenge just like this?
Yeah, I think through it is not fun, and um, it's hard, but I think every single trial that I've had, I've learned something about myself. So I think that that's the most rewarding thing um, in life, honestly, is like, yeah, winning games and performing well is amazing, and everyone wants to win. Um, but I think it's the times when you're like down and you're working your way out of it that I think are so much more rewarding than winning um, winning a soccer game. Or don't get me wrong, I love winning. um, like that's just what we have to do in this household. But I do think you can almost play a game with yourself. Like the trial that you're in, it's a game, and you have to win the trial. That's kind of how I've looked at it, and it's made me a better person. So therefore, it's made me a better player.
Those are some good words of wisdom for sure. Um, just overall, there's just a lot of injuries affecting a lot of World Cup teams and especially the field as a whole.
Mhm.
What is your just take on, the injury crisis in women's sports right now, especially, ACLs and knee injuries?
Yeah, I think honestly, it's like pretty crazy. Like I don't even know if this has ever been. Like you're missing so many people um, due to injury for the World Cup. It really is pretty crazy, and so I just hope that we take it as a learning experience, and there's just more research done and more investment put into women's anatomy and health within the game, because I feel like there's been um, a lot of the research and things that have been done and said are on men's anatomy and how their bodies move and perform and such and such. So I think just getting more investment on an actual women's soccer player could hopefully maybe prevent some of these injuries.
Last one for you, Mal. Just the World Cup. What do you think of the U.S. roster when it came out, and just what do you think about their chances to go three in a row?
I mean, I'm gonna say that they're gonna go three in a row. Those are my girls, you know? No, I'm just so excited to again, like just watch and support. And yeah, I think that it's gonna be I think I was told in January when we were in New Zealand that the fan fan attendance was going to be the highest it's ever been in a women's World Cup. So that in itself is exciting, you know? So I think just seeing the growth that's going to be had after this World Cup too is going to be, I'm looking forward to that too.
Awesome. Thanks, Mal. Thank you so much. Best of luck on your rehab and everything going forward.
Thank you.